Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea. If you are new here, if you're not new, welcome back. Appreciate you coming back. If you are not subscribed, please do so and feel free to follow me on Instagram. That will be linked down below, but my name on there is I am CCsuarezmakeup. I love talking to y'all, DMing with you, sharing the cringiness and the fact that y'all have sent me so many cringy things over the past literally week to where I'm able to make a lot more videos like this. If you would like to watch any of my other anti-MLM content, educational content, things like that, that will be up there in that corner, so check that out. Okay, so for this first one, it's a Reels and it has music on it, obviously, so can't play the music, but I'm just gonna walk you through it. So it's a Monet girl looking at her phone. She's texting someone. Who's she texting? The person's name is Anti-MLM. Why would you be texting them? Don't text me. And it says, hey, I saw you've been watching my stories about Monet and I wanted to reach out and see if I could help you at all or if you had any specific questions about these products or this truly incredible company. Would you like to hear more about Monet? And then the person responds, I'm sorry, I'm anti-MLM. I can't morally support you. And then she says, you can't support a company that ... get ready. Invested over $840,000 in local communities, donated over $200,000 towards COVID relief, shifted production to supply hand sanitizer to emergency management, gave over $255,000 to support veterans and first responders, donated blah blah to homeless shelters, pampered homeless women, which it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you give them like socks and toothbrushes and sleeping bags and gift cards and stuff? Instead it's like, enjoy this face cream. What? Don't get me wrong, I love the idea. However, assisted in natural disaster relief efforts. I can't speak today, sorry. And she said, not all network marketing is equal. So not all network marketing is equal. Sure, there are some MLMs that are less shitty than other ones. But the amount of money that an MLM gives to charity doesn't justify the fact that 99% of people industry-wide lose money and that the average profit is zero and that there's cult culture and manipulation tactics and just grimy shit and that they target vulnerable individuals. This argument is irrelevant. Like, okay, that's great, but I still can't support this shitty business. That's like trying to use the fact that Ed Gein was apparently a good babysitter to his neighbor's kids as a way to justify and like make up for the fact that he murdered people and decapitated people. Like, okay, he was a good neighbor, but he's also got a belt made of human nipples in his closet and a shoebox of like 7 vaginas. So one doesn't outweigh the other one. There's probably some people who have no idea who Ed Gein is and they're like, what the fuck is she talking about? If you like true crime or you're just interested in the fact that I said nipple belt, I'll have linked up there and down below a little series that I started doing. I think it was over the summer. I can't even remember when I did it, but I have a wine and crime or a crime and wine. I can't remember which order it was or what it's even called, but I love true crime. And it's basically, I just sit here with you with a glass of wine and tell you a true crime story that I have researched ridiculously. I love that. And actually starting in January, I will be bringing that series back. If you don't like true crime, sorry, but I do. I love it. And I don't know, I think it's just fun to educate yourself on that type of stuff. Plus, who doesn't want to know a lot about murderers and nipple belts, duh. Okay, I'm pretty sure I only did like 3 or 4 of those videos, but if you'd like another one, let me know and I'll start it up now. I just can't stand the fact when, not even just Monet, but obviously they're the ones that are just the worst. But I just hate when they try to act like they are so revolutionary and this company's so revolutionary. Like, oh my God, we have a gratitude program and we give this and that. Okay, my company gave back a shit ton. Most companies do, not only because of tax purposes, but because it's the right thing to do. They try to just act like Monet or their MLM is the only one who does it. But it's usually because they haven't worked a real job or a real corporate job, the 9 to 5 that they say they hate so much. Again, like I've said in multiple other videos, raise your standards. Okay, next one. Well, this is embarrassing. It's fine.
We're going through an interesting time. However, I just want to talk about our business because I want to assure everybody that our business isn't going to fail because of this. And I don't ever want to be insensitive about this topic, but I do want to let you know that your mindset is everything. If you think that
this video was posted in the end of March. So when like things were starting to close down companies were starting to lay people off. For instance, I was furloughed in the end of March. Thank God we hired everyone back, but a lot of people weren't that lucky. So just keep that in mind when she's talking. It was in a very unsure and terrifying time.
People aren't going to buy because they lost their jobs or because something happened in their life or because they aren't working or people aren't out and about. You are dead wrong, and you are like shooting yourself in the foot, and you're not providing value to people. You're not helping anybody, which is exactly why we're all here, is to help people. And so we have an option better than ever to do that, to be that light in this darkness time, to be that positive influence on social media that we've always been talking about. Like, this is our time to shine. I don't know if you see the opportunity in all of this, but it's kind of big. People are online now more than ever, and you now have the opportunity and the responsibility to hold to up.
I don't know if you see the opportunity to scam people into joining your pyramid scheme during this global pandemic and this national economic crisis, but it's huge. Like, it's so crazy because she says, like, I want to be sensitive, but then says something like that. And then she does that a few times during this video. And she said, it's your responsibility to uplift and be positive. Aren't you just selling, she's in Unique, aren't you just selling makeup and whatever else the fuck they sell? And spider leg mascara? You're just selling that and recruiting people into this business structure. You're not changing lives. You're not saving lives. You're not changing the world. That's another thing I hate. I know I just keep going off on things I hate, but like, why do they always act like their job is so important?
Lift, empower, and validate everybody right now. My views have never been so high right now. People are online. So I just wanted to come in here and share that with you. So what I'm doing to continuously work my business is to be positive. People are going to want to follow you. If this blows over, I don't want to say it will because I don't know. I'm not God. If this blows over, who is going to be the one that was consistently showing up throughout it all? We have a solution to make money right now. So you better be sharing our business with sensitivity. None of this, my business is better than your job stuff. That's rude. But I'm just saying, like, you more than ever have got to get out of people's wallets. That ain't your job, and that's not your responsibility. People are allowed to be adults and steward their money however they please. You, on the other hand, your job is to be the positive influence in this world right now when we need it the most. That is a huge responsibility, but it's also really cool that we have the opportunity.
Your job is to sell makeup. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. I don't want to match someone who is this crazy. I can't.
Opportunity and the platform and the knowledge of how to do that. Like, we have been trading for this since day one. More people on social media, positivity more than ever, uplift, empower, validate, influence people. Like, we've been trading for this since day one. Like, beauty industry doesn't really get hit when there's a recession, when like really the beauty industry doesn't. And so, as sensitive as I'm trying to be about this subject, I also want you to know that. Right?
Every business gets hit when there's a recession because people don't want to be spending their money, especially on shitty MLM products. Now, when there's any type of crisis like this or a pandemic or a recession and people are losing their jobs, unfortunately, that is a cesspool for MLMs. And 2020, unfortunately, has been a great year for MLMs, which sucks.
I want you to know that your mindset can determine how positive you're going to make this situation or how negative you're going to make this situation. Which wolf are you going to feed? I'm going to tell you, all the energy that you're going to put into being the positive influence in this world is going to better your life and it's going to better other people's lives. And that's what this world needs right now. It's not about changing the world. It's about how can you help the world right now. So how can you get up, show up, and go out there and be that positive influence that everybody needs? People are lonely right now. Like, I'm so on fire because I was on live and somebody commented how lonely she is. I'm going to show up every single day for those people because they need that in their life. We have a gift here that is called social media. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has Facebook or Instagram. They're lonely and you need to provide a solution. We are a problem solution orientated business. Is that a word? Orientate? Yeah, I think so. That's what we do. Solve the problem of people being lonely, people needing influence in their life, people needing a good laugh, people just needing to see something fun today. Go do that.
No, it's not. Oriented. That is a word. Orientated. No.
That's what That's what we've always been doing. That's what I'm saying. Really, nothing has changed for us in our unique bubble. Nothing has changed. Our company is still rocking it. People are still buying. Let me tell you, I've switched up to skincare and like bare minimums here. I am only wearing eyebrows and mascara. Skincare delivered to your front door. Just because you can't go outside and show everybody your pretty makeup, you still have skin on your face. People need to take care of that no matter what. No matter what. We still have one face. We still only have the skin that we have, and we need to take care of it. So talking about skincare is probably going to be huge. I'm doing it in my business. And
wait a minute. You're telling me I can get products delivered to my house? Unique has changed the game. Yeah, it's called online shopping. Like, why? Again, they think they are so revolutionary. They think they are so just trailblazers. Like, you're not. And also, yeah, you only have one face. If you use Unique products or other MLM cheap-ass gross products, you might not have skin for long. And also, it sounds like she's insinuating, and she has said it multiple times, so she's not just insinuating it, she is saying that her MLM is the solution to loneliness and sadness in 2020 during a pandemic. So there's that. Also, my hair is crazy. I apologize for it. I was gonna spray it before this video, but then I was like, nah. Yeah, we're done with her. She's annoying. Okay, on to the next one.
I totally and strongly felt the hesitation that I hear all the time when I'm talking to people interested in joining the business side. And that hesitation is, gosh, like I'm so afraid of what people are going to think of me. And I truly felt that because I was the person that was talking negative. All that to say, I'm so thankful I did not let that silly fear get in the way of me actually making the decision to go all in with this business and explore the possibilities, because the reality of the situation is I could be making $0 right now, but instead I'm able to stay at home with both of my kids. I work from my phone or from my laptop in the cracks of my day. I still help run my business that I have with my husband.
I have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, because right when she said the cracks of my day, in my head finished her sentence and said, in the cracks of my ass. I work within the cracks of my ass. There's lots of space in there. I'm just kidding. There's not. It's small. Gross.
We're able to cover bills. We're able to pay for groceries with this money. We're able to put money in savings. We're able to have more time together. Literally, like, the benefits are endless, and I've only scratched the surface of what's available through this business. And I wanted to just encourage any of you guys out there who have been curious about the business side of Monat, who might...
Okay, so that one got a little jumpy for some reason. Not really sure why, but you get the idea. Now on the screen it says, the breakthrough on the other side of this fear is worth exploring, which doesn't, I don't know, that sounds kind of wonky. And I understand what she's saying, but it still sounds wonky. And she said, if you've been looking or praying for a change in your life, this could be the thing to change your life. I don't say that to be dramatic. I say that because my life is changing and so many other lives too. Why not yours? Listen, I don't care if it's a moon god, Allah, Jesus, nobody, a spaghetti monster, but for the love of whatever that is, please trust your gut. Now, there's a huge difference between your body telling you that, like, hey, this isn't right, and we gotta just say big nope and get the fuck out. There's a difference between that and like being like nervous for something that you're like, it's like actually your body being excited. Like going skydiving, for instance. Did that scare the shit out of me? Yeah, it sure did. But I knew I wanted to do it, and I did it. Made that decision within like 5 seconds. I wasn't even planning on it. I just went to watch my husband do it, and then my uncle was there. He throws himself out of airplanes for a living. He's retired, but that's what he does. He was in the Air Force. He was in something. He's amazing. And I saw he fucking landed, and I was like, hey, that looks like Chris. My mom was like, oh my God, it is. He comes up to me and he was like, hey, I promised you on your 18th birthday, which by this time I was like 22. He was like, hey, I promised you that I would take you skydiving for free. So let's go. And I was like, what? I'm scared. And I had that gut feeling like, oh my God, like, no, like I shouldn't. I'm scared. I'm freezing. I don't know what to do. And all it took was Tony saying, you won't. And I was like, fuck, now I have to. I swear to God, if he ever says whenever he says you won't, I'm like, I have to now. If anyone else does that to me, I'm like, you're fucking right, I won't. It's a problem. I don't like when he challenges me. But my point is, there's a difference between that and like the nerves and then your gut telling you something's not right. Now, if you're worried about losing money, what people will think of you, all of the negative reviews you've seen, all of the statistics that are against you, you should probably listen to your gut. Okay, next one. Okay, so the last two are reels. And of course, fortunately, I can't have you listen to this song because I'm not trying to get copyright striketh. One, this girl's eyebrows are absolutely beautiful. She's very pretty. She is, however, in a cult. Now, this one says, how is Monat different from all the others? How funny would it be if the next one was just like, it's worse, and then it stops. She said no inventory, no purchase requirements. Let's stop right there. So sure, there's no inventory. Technically no purchase requirements. However, you're still buying a starter pack. So technically there is a purchase requirement because you have to buy that to join. So right there, that's a purchase requirement. And then also when you say no inventory, I guess, but then how come in the background of almost every MLMer's videos, you see stacks and stacks and stacks, fucking boxes and just bottles of products that realistically, it's too much for them to ever use themselves. So that doesn't really make sense either. And also you are definitely going to be pressured by your upline to order new products when they come out so that you can use them and suggest for your clients, your whoever to use them. But realistically, like your upline just wants you to make purchases and that's it, so that they can meet their requirements to rank up or keep their rank. Free website, but technically from what I was reading on Monat's website and on the very tiny fine print, that's what the annual fee is for that you get charged. At least that's what was on Monat's website when I was reading it. They may have changed that verbiage though. They tend to do that internally. They change certain verbiage on their website and stuff. Not saying that's bad, that's obviously good. If it's not being changed to mislead people. I'm so tired of them saying no sales quotas because yes, you won't get fired or in trouble for not selling enough product or not recruiting enough people, but you do have to sell a certain amount and recruit a certain amount of people to be able to rank up and to be able to get your bonuses and to be able to get paid. And then also to keep your rank. If you don't do a certain amount each month, you lose your rank. So technically, yeah, that's the definition of a quota. I can't. Okay, what'd she say next? Multiple free trips yearly. Not for everyone. Rarely are those trips 100% paid for and free. So already that's wrong. And you have to qualify for them each time as well. So it's not, they just make it sound so easy. And like all these things are accessible to every single person who joins, which it's not. The shade. Car program without logo requirement. Yikes. That's shade towards Argon, and it's hilarious. That's so funny. This is the one that gets me. Free training, which I have a few points here. One, it's not really free because you're paying to join the company, and technically the training and all the training videos and all that are included with your starter kit. So technically you're paying $199 to $800, however much, for that training and all the products and all that comes with that. But then also, what job makes you pay for training? Like, why wouldn't training be free once you are employed? Like, that makes no sense. Why is that something you're bragging about? Wouldn't they want to train you so that you would be successful and get them more money? What? 5 paychecks monthly if you're making money, which 99% of the people aren't. So not 5 paychecks monthly for them though. Best compensation plan in the industry. Industry meaning of all MLMs. That's the same as saying the least shitty compensation plan. I'll give them that. They have the least shitty compensation plan. All right, this one is a reel as well. It's weird. And this one came from Anti-MLM Scam on Instagram. You should definitely follow her. She's hilarious and shares some pretty crazy stuff. Okay, so it starts out, we're holding out our keys like this because this is how people walk normally. It says, people told me no. Friends belittle my new business. It's not your business. It's a job. You're self-employed. And that's different than being a business owner. But these people are idiots, so they don't understand that. But I kept showing up step by step, and my business started to take off. I earned this car by showing up. I found new friends and a supportive community. Yeah, supportive because you're making them money. Like, it's such a cult. So let me ask you, are you willing to show up? If you do, no matter how long it takes, you will win. That's not how it works. Can y'all peep how dead and fried and gross the ends of her hair look? Clearly, your girl ran out of the split end mender. Okay, it's getting dark, so I need to end this video because I don't want to lean over and turn on my ring light. So, isn't it so weird how they measure their success, like professional professionally, their professional success and their self-worth by a car. Isn't that weird? I'm like, I think it's weird. I'm literally asking you. Put in the comments below if you think it's weird. I'm worth more than a luxury car. I'm more valuable than that. That's so weird. I personally was always taught that cars are not good investments. Also, boats are like the fucking worst, but that cars aren't good investments. Real estate, sure, but cars aren't good investments. Like the depreciation value, all that. I mean, no thank you. Absolutely not. And nearly every millionaire and the few billionaires that I know, they don't drive like luxury type cars. They drive Suburbans, Tahoes, Yukons. I fucking love a good Yukon. And like Ford trucks, like big ass pickup trucks. Like that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. My grandmother had an emerald green Rolls Royce, but she was a special lady. My grandfather also bought her that, and his mistress the same one. Anyways, I personally, like I said, I was taught this growing up. Is just very instilled in my brain, but I would rather live well below my means, be able to save a bunch, be able to just continue to make bank and hold that wealth, invest a little bit of it, and be able to create generational wealth. That's like my goal, and just to never have to worry about that. I'm well on my way to that because I'm not out here buying Gucci bags and all this bullshit. Don't get me wrong, I love a good Louis, but that's one of the only luxury brands I will ever buy because it holds its value the best. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good diamond. However, that keeps its value. So it's important to understand what's a good investment, what's a bad investment. Buying or leasing a luxury car, usually a bad investment, unless you're like rich enough to where you can buy like 7 of them and not even have it make a little blip on your financial radar. Either way, I think it's weird and I think it's very showy and it's just gross. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, kids, that is it for this video. I'm actually gonna go through all my next ones I have to react to in a minute and make sure I'm not matching any of them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have a great day. Leave in the comments below if you are excited about my wine and crime and wine, whatever it's called, for that series to come back, or if you like true crime, what you think about that. If you do like true crime, I suggest you watch Bailey Sarian on YouTube. She's fucking awesome. And the My Favorite Murder podcast is pretty awesome as well. And then Murderish, and then Crime Junkie's okay, but it's not as good as Murderish or My Favorite Murder. Those are my favorite podcasts. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Love ya. Remember, if you see any cringy stuff, feel free to send it my way. I don't always get back to DMs that same day. So if you send me over an Instagram story, I most likely won't see it. So feel free to screen record it. And then when you send it to me, select keep in chat. And then that way I'll actually be able to keep it. Appreciate ya. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. Bye.